Hello, my name is Agbaje Onome. Welcome to your favorite channel where we report news on what is going on in Nigeria. Sadly, for a couple of weeks now, the country has been thrown into a state of dilemma as angry youth took to the street in peaceful protest against SARS, police brutality and bad governance. Unfortunately, as a result of the protests which turned violent on 20th of October, as military personnel caused great havoc by killing innocent protesters at Lekki Toll Gate, and hoodlums who few days ago started to hijack warehouses and destroying properties, the police personnel have abandoned their duties and hid themselves from attacks. But this action by the police personnel have caused high rates of insecurity in different states of the country. And so the presidency expressed concern yesterday, 27th of October, when informed that policemen have still not returned to the streets despite violence engulfing most of the cities in the country. A presidency source said the Inspector General of Police was the right person to respond to the issue of the present high rate of insecurity in the country. However, different parts of the country were gripped by all sorts of violence yesterday, 27th of October. In Abuja, armed hoodlums yesterday invaded the National Youth Service Corps NYSC orientation camp in Kubwa area and took away mattresses, utensils, electronics and other items. One person was reportedly shot dead during the invasion as hoodlums looted the facility. While the warehouse at the camp was said to be empty, the hoodlums attacked some residents at the camp as well as shops adjacent to the camp. They blocked the road as at 9 a.m., turning back motorists while the Kwaba village market was immediately shut down and even parents went to pick up their children from schools to avoid invasion by the hoodlums. While soldiers and detachments of the Nigerian police struggled to ward off the invaders, the Nigerian Air Force and Air Wing of the Nigerian police embarked on air patrol and helicopters hovering around the scene. Reports said though the hoodlums were armed with jackknives, sticks, machetes and other dangerous weapons, some residents of the area had earlier joined in the looting. An eyewitness said the hoodlums took all removables such as cooking pots, ceiling fans, plasma TV, foodstuff, desktop computers and laptops in the NYSC camp. According to the eyewitness, some of the looted items were owned by private individuals residing at the NYSC camp. The hoodlums equally used the opportunity to loot computers, generators, textile materials in the shops directly opposite the NYSC entrance gate. Meanwhile, the NYSC Director General, General Shuaibu Ibrahim, said the scheme was not responsible for the storage of COVID-19 relief materials, insisting that the COVID-19 palliatives couldn't have been found in any of its camps nationwide. Guys, it has been reported that these hoodlums have been moving from one area to another, looking for government properties to destroy in the name of warehouses to collect palliatives. Well, unfortunately, the NYSC camp was a target.
This National Youth Service Corps, the camp.
Wait now. No, wait.
You have graduates among
Yes.
people in our students.
Yes, sir.
Now, this belongs to youth corps members. Some of you are graduates.
Yes,
Some
of
you are
course.
going to live here to serve. Yes. This thing you are looting belongs to them. This is their food. This is their kids. Now you're stealing them. Can they come and serve?
No.
You are graduates. Before you become a leader in this country, you have to go as NYSC.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, if you close this place down, can you become a leader?
No.
People are inside there stealing. I call it stealing. Now, when you're giving government appointments, what are you going to do? Please, let's look at ourselves first. What have I done myself? What have I done myself? Before you start looting, there belongs to the core members, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins. You are looting their kids, you are looting their food. Can they serve? Some of you are good and potential co-members. Why do you want to spoil your name for heaven's sake? Nigeria belongs to all of us.
Yes.
Sir, it's quite bad.
Yes, sir. You're right, sir.
It's quite bad. If you at your age of 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, you are looking there. If you are giving commissioner of police, commissioner of education, you administer, what are you going to do for heaven's sake with the money given to you? Please, let's cooperate with the security personnel. Yes, sir.
Target. Another area that was attacked yesterday, 27th of October, was Kuje Town. Headquarters of the Kuje Area Council in Abuja was also thrown into confusion as hoodlums armed with sticks and knives blocked roads and patrolled the street in search of any warehouse housing the COVID-19 palliatives. It was also reported that they have been going about with sticks blocking roads within the town while shops were locked and passerbys ran for their lives. Also in Lagos State, miscreants popularly called area boys took to the streets in Ikorodu axis carrying harmful objects and sending people in the affected areas into panic. Another incident occurred at Owode My 12 axis, Ikorodu Central and Isiu. While the crisis was going on, an unidentified body was found at Owode area. The incident at Owode My 12 reportedly occurred following the looting of COVID-19 palliatives in the axis, which triggered the local vigilante team into action. In the process, 2 suspects were apprehended and handed over to the police. However, some colleagues of the arrested suspects regrouped themselves and took to the street, unleashing terror on motorists and passers-by. An eyewitness said the attack extended to bus rapid transit corridors, where some of the buses were vandalized. Even shops and business places were not spared as the miscreants looted business places while owners of the businesses ran for safety. It was gathered that many people were injured in the process. A resident of the area, Alhaji Abdul Ghaffar Odurinde, said he had to abandon the day's activities and returned home. Similarly, at Leketu, Ikorodu, Lagos, yesterday, people residing in the area were thrown into panic following information that there may be a major clash later in the day to mark 7 days of their members who were murdered at Lekki Toll Gate last week, Tuesday, 20th of October. Shop owners in the axis hurriedly closed for the day in apprehension of the clash. There was another incident of such in Orile area of Lagos State early yesterday following a clash between some miscreants suspected to be cultists. It was rumored that one person was shot dead at Alagba area where the crisis took place, but this is yet to be confirmed as true. Eyewitnesses said gun-wielding young men were seen on major streets of the area, ready to resist any attack from the cultists. It was reported that the crisis lasted till evening hours, and during the period, no single policeman was sighted. Following the terrible incidents which occurred among some miscreants in Owode My 12 Lagos State, the Commissioner of Police Lagos State, Hakeem Odumosu, has directed the Area Commander, Area H. Ogudu, and other operational outfits, especially the Rapid Response Squad and the Task Force, to stay at alert in the axis with the aim of restoring normalcy to the area. Guys, the high rate of insecurity in the country does not just come from hoodlums attacking communities and warehouses for palliatives, but has extended to the point of hoodlums kidnapping some influential people in the northern part of the country. In Kano, unknown gunmen abducted Aishatu Aliyu, wife of the village head of Tasara in Rogo local government area of the state, under Karaye Emirate Council. The Council Information Officer Haruna Gonduwawa in a statement yesterday confirmed the incident. Gonduwawa, who quoted a report presented by the Emir of Karaye, Alhaji Ibrahim Abubakar II, by the district head of Rogo Wambia Karaye, Alhaji Muhammadu Maraz, said unknown people in their numbers stormed the house of the village head at 1 a.m. on Friday 23rd of October and took away his wife to an unknown destination. He said the abductors shot several times into the air to scare away villagers, and many were forced to pass the night in the bushes for safety. The district head notified the emir in the report that people in Rogo district are living in fear following rising cases of kidnapping, explaining that within 2 months, 4 cases were recorded. The emir pleaded with security agencies to take urgent security measures that will stop the rising tension in the Emirates and enjoined his people to devote more time to prayers. Guys, it was reported that virtually all the areas where crisis erupted in, policemen and other security agencies failed to respond to the calls made by affected victims. It was also gathered that only the military were the ones who tried to save the situation in some cases. Police officials were rumored to have abandoned their duties due to the EndSARS protests, and even so, some of them who have been operating do so without their uniforms. A police source said that the situation may take time to improve because many officers and men were downcast over the way they were treated during the riots that followed EndSARS protests. It was reported that most of the police officers whose stations were burnt now operate from low-quality makeshift tents. There are even stations without guns. According to the source, they can't do anything meaningful now to curb the situation as they don't have equipment. The source also urges the Nigerian authority to tell the Nigerians what they provided to improve the ugly situation. The Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, Hakeem Odumasu, said that the policemen had returned to their duty posts across the state, calming down fears over their disappearance since the attack on police stations and killings of some policemen by hoodlums who hijacked the EndSARS protest. It was also learned that makeshift offices had been created for policemen whose stations were burnt to enable them carry out their constitutional responsibilities. And so guys, thank you very much for staying with us on Nebo TV today. My name remains Agbaje Onome. Hope to see you same channel. Don't forget to click on the subscription button and notification bell if you are yet to do so. See you next time on Nebo TV. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.